Hi, this is Once Upon a Page with Miss JoJo. Come read with me.
Friends and Farewells, Kiya's Story, Navigating International Friendships, written by Joni Kerr, illustrated by Lindsey Kerr. I could feel the excitement in the air. I knew that something amazing was about to happen. My busy hometown, Kuala Lumpur, had its own unique pace. It's a lively melting pot where different cultures meet and people are always moving around. As Malaysia's busy capital, Kuala Lumpur attracts many experts drawn by the city's multinational companies. Each brings their own stories, families, and children to the city, making it a very diverse place to live. My life was set against this constantly changing landscape of faces and stories. It was in the middle of this foreign community at a school with lots of different kids of people that my journey really began. I had no idea that the regular hum of this busy city was setting the stage for something truly amazing. Malaysia has always been my home. It's where I've grown and thrived, surrounded by the beautiful nature and diverse cultures that make this country so unique. My family history makes me happy and has shaped who I am in many ways. But first, let me tell you a little about myself. My name is Kiya. I am a proud Malaysian, deep-rooted in the vibrant culture and traditions of my homeland. My home is warm and full of love and happiness, and I live with my parents and older sister. My dark eyes are always bright with interest, which shows how eager I am to learn new things and meet new people. This is an incredible journey of how I established 3 extraordinary friendships, each one unique and deeply cherished. The first of these friendships began with a girl named Elizabeth. Her family got here from Canada, and they brought a new world with them that I was excited to see through her eyes. Even though Elizabeth had blonde, wavy hair and beautiful blue eyes, which were very different from my own, it was her lively personality that really caught my eye. She had a joyous, positive attitude mixed with a bit of funny silliness that made me feel at ease as soon as we met. Elizabeth looked around her new surroundings with wide eyes and excited about everything she saw and did. Even though we were different, we quickly became friends because we were both interested in learning new things. We became friends that would soon grow into something truly special. It was like the whole world was working together to bring us together. We developed an incredibly close bond, even though our cultural differences were very noticeable. I had golden brown skin and dark brown eyes, while Elizabeth had sun-kissed blonde hair and blue eyes. I followed Hindu traditions, and Elizabeth was a Christian. Between the two of us, Elizabeth was usually the funny one, always making jokes, while I was more serious and thoughtful. Despite these differences, our friendship grew stronger, and we learned a lot from each other. We spent a lot of time together, talking about our lives, dreams, and fears. We learned about each other's cultures, celebrating new festivals and holidays. Elizabeth loved the bright colors and happiness of Diwali, while I enjoyed the peacefulness of Christmas. Our friendship taught us to appreciate our differences and see them as strengths. The laughter was shared, the support we gave each other, and the understanding we built made our bond unbreakable. Despite how different we seemed on the outside, our hearts and minds were deeply connected, showing the power of love and acceptance. Despite these differences, Elizabeth and I shared a bond through our creativity. I loved to draw. My passion for art led to extra lessons where I could develop my skills and fuel my imagination. Elizabeth's creativity shone in a different light. She had a knack for making little animals and people out of paper and other materials. Her hands were always busy crafting something new. One day, Elizabeth discovered crocheting, and that's when the real magic began. She became utterly fascinated with it, creating all kinds of little animals. Her passion was so intense that she would bring a new crocheted creation to school almost every day. Watching her eyes light up as she showed me her last masterpiece filled me with joy. I love that we were both so creative, even though our mediums were different. Our bond over creativity deepened our friendship. making our time together incredibly special. We were inseparable, our friendship as natural and effortless as breathing. Year after year, by some stroke of luck or perhaps fate, we were always placed in the same class, as if the universe itself knew we were meant to be together. While other girls came and went, forming friendships and alliances that ebbed and flowed with the passing of time, ours was a bond that remained unshakable. No one could come between us, not even for a moment. We were the best of buddies, the dynamic duo, navigating the ups and downs of childhood side by side. Whether it was tackling school projects, whispering secrets during recess, or dreaming about our future adventures, we did it all together, our connection growing stronger with each passing day. We weren't just friends, we were kindred spirits, destined to share life's journey hand in hand. In 4th grade, a new girl named Emma joined our class, bringing a fresh sense of excitement to our lives. Having lived in Fiji and raised in Australia, Emma had a strong Aussie spirit and a deep love for soccer. Her lively personality and passion for sports made her stand out, and Elizabeth and I quickly grew to admire her. Emma's background was different from ours. She came from a large, active family with siblings of varying ages, unlike the quieter homes that Elizabeth and I were used to. Her tomboyish appearance with short sandy blonde hair and an athletic build often led her to being mistaken for a boy. But to us, she was the perfect blend of fun and sass. She was all girl. The three of us became the terrific trio, with each of us bringing something unique to the group. Emma was the sporty one, Elizabeth the silly one, and I was the serious one. Together we filled our days with laughter, adventure, and a strong sense of belonging, making my life feel more complete and happier than ever before. In the middle of the school year, a new girl named Caroline joined our class, bringing with her a burst of energy and joy that was immediately felt by everyone around her. Caroline was an American full of life and enthusiasm, and it was not hard to be drawn to her bubbly personality. Her bright blue eyes sparkled with curiosity, and her long sandy blonde hair cascaded down her back like a waterfall of sunshine. But it was her smile that truly captured everyone's attention, warm, genuine, and utterly contagious. It seemed to brighten even the dullest of days. Caroline had never ventured beyond the borders of the United States before this big move, and yet she displayed incredible resilience as she adjusted to her new life in a foreign land. The transition from her familiar surroundings to a completely new environment could have been overwhelming, but Caroline faced it all with an admirable mix of bravery and excitement. She begins her new experiences with an open heart and readiness to learn quickly, becoming a beloved member of our class. Caroline was the middle child in her family, which she often mentioned with a playful grin, noting the unique challenges and joys that came with having both an older sister and a younger brother. She spoke fondly of them, her stories filled with the affection and sense of deep connection to her family back home. This strong bond with her family, combined with her natural resilience, seemed to give her the strength to adapt so well to her new life, despite being so far from everything she once knew. Caroline's presence brought a fresh perspective to our class, and she quickly became someone everyone wanted to be friends with. Her ability to remain cheerful and optimistic, even in the face of such a significant change, was inspiring to us all. She taught us that sometimes it's not about where you're from or how much you've seen in the world, but rather how open you are to embracing new experiences and the people you meet along the way. She was the missing puzzle piece we didn't even know we were looking for, and when she came into our lives, everything just clicked. With her, our trio became a quartet, and it felt like we were finally complete. Despite the fact we each come from different parts of the world, our connection was almost immediate, as if fate had brought us together. What truly united us were the things we all loved: art, adventure, and sports. But above all, it was our shared sense of humor, the kind that was a little offbeat and wacky, that really bonded us. We found joy in the simplest moments, and our laughter was like a signature tune that could be heard long before we were seen. It filled the hallways with a kind of infectious happiness that drew us closer together. The beauty of our friendship was in how naturally we accepted each other's cultural differences. It didn't matter that we spoke different languages at home, ate different foods, or had different traditions. What mattered was that we respected and celebrated these differences, using them in a way to learn from each other and grow even closer. Our bond was built on understanding and acceptance, creating a strong friendship that transcended any borders or boundaries. It was this connection that made our friendship feel so special and unbreakable. But life had its own plans, and one day Elizabeth's father got the news that his company was transferring him to another country. They'd be moving at the end of the school year. The thought of being apart from Elizabeth felt like my world was falling apart. I couldn't imagine how I would ever manage without her by my side. Before that inevitable and fateful day of departure arrived, we made every effort to fill our remaining days together with joy and laughter. The four of us planned as many playdates as we could, where we played our favorite games and shared secrets that we knew we'd miss. We organized countless sleepovers where we'd stay up late into the night talking, laughing, and making memories that we hoped would last a lifetime. We also visited all of our favorite restaurants, savoring the food, but even more so the company, knowing that these simple moments would soon become precious memories. As the day of departure finally came, I found myself surrounded by Emma and Caroline. Their comforting presence offered some solace, but it wasn't enough to stop the tears that streamed freely down my face. The bond I had with my dearest friend was so deep that the pain of parting felt almost unbearable. My heart ached with the weight of knowing that our daily interactions, the shared smiles, and the comforting presence of my cherished companion would soon be replaced by profound absence. The thought of not having Elizabeth by my side, of not being able to reach out and share in the small everyday moments, was almost too much to bear. It felt like a piece of me was being torn away, leaving an emptiness that I didn't know how to fill. I remained resilient despite the sadness of separation. I held on to the cherished memories of our friendship, the adventures, the laughter, and the tears. These memories became a source of comfort, reminding me that our bond was deeper than just our physical proximity. Over time, I realized that our connection would endure beyond the miles between us. Instead of allowing sorrow to consume me, I transformed it into strength by embracing my Malaysian heritage and drawing on the teachings of my Hindu faith. These aspects of my identity provided me with a sense of purpose and inner peace, helping me grow stronger and more resilient in the face of challenges. Even though Elizabeth and I were separated by miles, we worked hard to keep our friendship alive. We would write each other long emails, sharing the details of our daily lives, our thoughts, and our dreams. Text messages flew back and forth, filled with inside jokes and words of encouragement. We even found time to connect over video calls, where we'd see each other's smiles and feel a little closer despite the distance. We made heartfelt promises to each other that one day we would reunite and pick up right where we had left off. Meanwhile, back at school, I was thrilled to discover that both Caroline and Emma were in my 5th grade class again. Having them with me made everything feel a little brighter and more familiar. We continued our adventures together, playing games at recess, working on school projects, and sharing secrets only best friends knew. Knowing that I had such great friends by my side, both near and far, filled me with such a sense of contentment. I knew in my heart that this year was going to be something special, full of laughter, fun, and unforgettable memories. Life felt really good, and I was excited about all the wonderful things that were ahead. I've come to accept that being Malaysian means my life will be filled with friendships that span across borders, bringing people from different parts of the world into my life, even if only for a while. It's not easy knowing that many of these friends will eventually move on to other places, but I've learned to appreciate the time we have together instead of dwelling on the inevitable goodbyes. Right now, I'm choosing to focus on the present and enjoy the time I had with Caroline and Emma, cherishing each moment we share and every new adventure we embark on together. Our bond is incredibly strong, and although I know the day will come when we will have to part ways, I find comfort knowing that these friendships have had a profound impact on my life. The pain of saying goodbye is real, but it has also taught me something invaluable: the importance of embracing other cultures and learning from the diverse experiences and perspectives of the people I meet. These interactions have enriched my life, broadened my horizons, and deepened my understanding of the world around me. The end.
Hi, boys and girls. Thank you so much for reading with me. Please remember to like and subscribe so we can read more books together. Bye!